around me. Come over here, Jan. It's Lucky as well.
Come on, Lucky.
Oh, there's look. Well, here we are. It's now 9:30 on Friday, the 5th of December, and well done, everyone, because we've got 9 of us here. I think those of us who are long-serving walkers on this particular December, Anne and John, are back here again, but one of the great warriors is not with us today. Dr. David Parry. We have to say this because he is the one who always gets me to go in for a swim. And he's not here this time, so perhaps I can get away with it. All depends. John and I have sometimes done a bit of paddling. We've gone in for a swim. We will see. Anyway, we're going to walk now. It's a lovely morning for it. We're going to walk across towards Sker, up onto the top of the dunes, and you get a lovely view there. And then we'll arrive there in about 35, 40 minutes. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, depending what we get up to then. And then back to the Prince, that wonderful hostelry, back to the Prince, where lunch is arranged. And we'll just, perhaps one or two might join the Poems and Stories group. But whatever, we're going to enjoy it now. And let's best foot forward just before Christmas. Off we go.
Starting from the Kenfig Nature Reserve car park, we walk just over 2 miles today. Down to the sea, 1 mile marker. Across the beach, then back 2 mile marker, finishing in the car park.
Up in Gateshead, was it something of the north?
Angel of the North. Angel of
Yeah. This is the Queen of Kenfig. Queen of Kenfig, almost. Very good. It is good, isn't it? Very Well, here we are. We're halfway there. Well done, all the warriors, halfway there. Do you remember the walk that we had a couple of months ago?
Yes.
On the far side? If you look over towards the steelworks, anyone remember that with agony?
Yes.
With agony? Anne, can you remember why it was so difficult?
Because we had to go through such rough terrain.
Quite right. In fact, it was very prickly as well, wasn't it? That terrain, Anne, when we went across. But that was when we went on the walk to Kenfig Castle. And on the way back, it really was. We got through some sort of thickets and found it a bit tricky. But we got back safely. Well, you can see now the sheer expanse of the dunes. They're amazing, aren't they? They're they're vast as you look right across to them. Much bigger than you might think. So we're halfway to the walk to the sea now. And we're just going to go that little bit further, straight on the top of the dunes. Interesting this year, as John has just said to me, no water down here. See, you can see the sea over there? There's a rainbow as well. Lovely to see a rainbow. But normally just down here in the gully, there's water. No water. Normally water on the other side, no water, showing how dry it's been relatively. And we have been here before when John and Anne took wonderful pictures when we had snow. That was 4 years ago. Would you believe it? Just 4 years ago we had snow. So this year, lovely weather, but showing how dry it is because no water, but we'll see the water. David Parry and I always dreaded it, together with John and Anne, dreaded it as we went closer. Sometimes on a windy day, you'd hear the waves coming, and it was awful because we were petrified of going into the sea. We'll see what happens when we get there now, so on we go. There is some water over here. Can you see the water that's just over here? A little bit over here. And again, it's lovely to see that smoke just rising up, showing how still it is. Only a little bit of breeze. But again, a beautiful day. We're on the last bit before we get to the sea. I always liken this to the Wall of China, where we come across here. And now the last bit, onto the dunes. And that's the test then. Who's going to go in to dip their toes in the icy water? We will see. Let's have a look. On we go. Last bit of the walk now. Well, we've made it. Well done. A lovely, there's the sea, but you can see it's so far out today that maybe that's our excuse for not going for a swim, because it's so far out. But many times it's been very close here, and we've been able to actually just go and dip in here and go on the way back. But it's probably a 5-10 minute walk out there. So we're just going to admire the sea today, admire the lovely weather, admire the Swansea Bay on the far side, and say that we're there in spirit in the sea. So without David, we felt we couldn't live up to that particular image. So that's our excuse anyway for not actually. But it's a lovely day, and many thanks for getting down here. And what we're going to do, we can stroll along by the beach and then go back up the other way, back up towards the reserve centre. So there we are. Enjoyed the walk?
Yes, lovely, thank you, John.
Yes, brilliant. Beautiful day.
Better than Portugal?
Well, it's not as warm as Portugal.
What do you think, John?
Well, I would say Portugal's a little bit warmer, but this is nicer.
Oh, it's lovely today. Anyway, well done, all healthy in spirit, making sure the National Health Service doesn't have to draw on us too frequently. Yes. Okay, we'll stroll along into the front now, and then we'll go along and wend our way back up through the dunes.
Oh, here comes a golfer. There we are. There we are. A bit of sporting.
Have we got some golfers amongst us, John? Golfers over here. Who plays? Anne, do you play golf? No. Anne, do you play golf? No golfers amongst us at all. Oh, we got some golfers coming over here, though. Oh, there we are. They're just coming onto the green. Golfers coming onto the green. There we are, and the green's running right across back towards, the clubhouse of the Parlin Kenfig clubhouse. But the fairway, the green in the distance. Lovely. What do we call it where they tee off? The tee off point. The tee, the green in the far distance. All right, we're aiming for a nice cup of tea now. Well, here we are. We've actually come from the sea, but we can see the fairway in front of us now, and we have got two golfers who are on here, hoping they're not going to be disturbed by ourselves. But now, what would it be? Is it a number 3 iron? Is that right? Or is John?
Fairway wood.
So fairway wood. He's playing a wood, not a. In my desperate efforts, I'd probably have to play an iron, because I'm sure I would chop it if I were chop the top, John, if I played a wood. But there we are, into the far distance. I think one of those just played. They're both playing woods, are they, John? But what a beautiful day again for golf. Into the distance, blue sky, greenery, couldn't be better. Lovely course, the Parlin Kenfig Golf Club. Well, there we're coming towards the end of our walk now. We're just going to wend our way over this little hillock, the dune in front of us, and then we get back to the reserve centre, and then we're going to join all the others at the play reading and the storytelling back in the Prince of Wales. So it's been a lovely day. We've all thoroughly enjoyed it, and we're going to wend our way there now. Bye for now. Come here, Trixie, come here. Come here, we've made it. We've made it. Have a look at Lawrence.
Candle's gone, that's what it is.
Well, we've made it. There are the dunes in the distance. We've made it back along the walk, and this tavern opens now in 10 minutes' time. So we've arrived, but because he's such a good landlord, he's arranged for the door to be open so we can go inside. So we can go inside. So there we are, lovely walk. We've made it back. How many of us are still? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. 3, 4, 5, and Lawrence 8. And we said goodbye to Janice and Lucky, didn't we? The dog. So they went. So there we are. That's our last walk before Christmas. We're going to go in up above. I hadn't better shout to it. Is the storytelling and writing groups that are up there, and they're telling their stories. So they'll be up there. The landlord has arranged for us to have a room down here on the left-hand side, so we can have the meals from about 10 to 12 o'clock, whatever time you want lunch. So we just go in, have a bit of a laugh about the day and the year. So there we are. Happy Christmas to everyone, and many thanks for the walk. And again, big thanks to Lawrence. Big thanks to Lawrence for all that Lawrence has done. Lawrence is the face behind the television, if you like, because we never see Lawrence, but he's the one who does all the work for us. So happy Christmas, Lawrence. All together now. Go on.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to Lawrence.
Christmas, Lawrence. And the U3A.
And the U3A.